Yeah, I mean, I had a ton of ability to do that, especially in the run game. Being able to recognize fronts and get us to the right run play, being able to recognize if we were an 11 personnel or something like that and we had a 7-man box, we'd try and get us to a different run play or a pass play, and then during blitzes we'd have different things schemed up that we'd want to run into a blitz or away from a blitz.
Well, I had a chance to spend some time with your teammate Drew Wolatorsky. Can you give me a little scouting report from your perspective on Drew?
Yeah, he's a very big physical receiver. Runs great routes. He's also a unique route runner at the same time. Has a little bit of wiggle to him, which I think helps him get a lot of separation and get open a lot. Has good hands, but yeah, he's a hard worker and he's very mature. And it's been really great growing up with him throughout our college careers together.
How many throws to Max Williams on your highlights, especially from a couple years ago?
It's been a while, unfortunately, but definitely a lot. He was I think our biggest weapon in the passing game. My redshirt sophomore season, missed having even our best tight end this year, Brandon Lingen, missed having him with his injuries. So it's I don't know. It'd be nice to be able to throw to a guy like Max again.
Yeah. What another quarterback for the Big Ten here, C.J. Beathard, and I know you guys have had to have the last couple of years. What's kind of your assessment of him?
Yeah, I think he's a great player, great guy as well. I've had a few opportunities to get to know him through Big Ten Media Days, the Manning Camp, and seeing him here now. So, yeah, he's a great competitor, and it's been a lot of fun playing against Iowa the last couple of years. Obviously, we wish we would have had wins the last years, but at least we were able to get that big win 3 years ago.
There are a number of Wisconsin guys here. T.J. Watt, what's it like having somebody like that coming down? You know the family name, everyone knows the brother, but he
Nice.
came out of left field this year.
Yeah, no, he's a very good player. I think he's definitely one of the top players we faced this year. And I mean, yeah, I don't know what else, too much else to say about him other than he definitely had a few good hits on me.
Yeah.
Physical player. Yeah, physical player. Yeah.
All these media things, the media day back in the summer, do you get to know guys like Beagle in your class and been around? It feels like you and Vince have been doing this stuff for about 5 years now.
Yeah, I mean, you run into them and talk a little bit, but I mean, it never gets too serious because our teammates back in Minnesota would not be too fond of us if they knew we were chatting it up too much with Wisconsin guys. But I mean, we're all playing because we love the game, have a lot in common in that sense.
What had any conversations with PJ Fleck since he took over?
I actually haven't. I tried reaching out, but just haven't heard back from him. He's been really busy, I'm sure, with recruiting and getting his brand all taken care of. So hoping on Pro Day to get an opportunity to meet him.
How difficult is that? I mean, you were close to the previous staff, and it's gone. And was it really such a tough situation to, I'm sure you're from that area, you still consider yourself a local. It's kind of, I mean, do you feel like you can help maybe bridge those gaps if there are gaps?
Yeah, definitely. But talking with some of the guys, it seems like they're bought into what he has going on. So I'm really not too worried about it. I know Minnesota will continue to have success. There's great players on that football team, and there's good leaders as well. And I'm sure whoever will step up at quarterback and they'll have good success in this next season.
Who do you think it'll be, Mitch? Who's going to replace him?
I don't know. It'll be a good competition though between Connor Rhoda and Seth and Demery, and it sounds like a couple of those younger guys that came in already are pretty solid. So I'm excited. I'm hoping to get to a couple spring practices and be able to watch them chuck it around a little bit and see what their new offense looks like.
Who would you say was your top moment in Minnesota?
I think it would. Oh man, there's probably a couple. I mean, this last bowl game, having the opportunity to play with my brother in that game, him being a backup this whole time in Minnesota, and being able to get that last game with him in a win, that was a pretty special moment. And then probably 3 years ago when we beat Michigan at Michigan.
Who have
Sorry,
you?
guys, please do one more question.
Yeah, sure. Who have you, which NFL teams have you met with informally otherwise?
About half the teams so far. Got a couple others scheduled tonight, so it's been good talking.
Steelers or the Eagles in that list?
One of them is. I don't know if I'm allowed to say or not.
I think you are.
Probably should.
Quarterback skills.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool. Thanks, guys.
Thanks,
Appreciate it.
Mitch. Appreciate it.